Welcome to video number 5. Don't forget to watch the other ones before this one, okay? Otherwise this won't make any sense. So, right, once you've started to master these bends, okay, you need to start thinking about practicing them on different key harmonicas, okay? If you've only got one key harmonica, buy another one, all right? Buy another 2, buy another 3, all right? Just get loads, all right? You can never have too many harps, all right? You're always going to use them. So the reason I say that is that each key of a harmonica, even though the actual harmonica itself and the bending principle is the same on each harmonica, each key harmonica has just slight, nuances of play as to how you can adjust that bend. So if you're, say, playing a G harmonica, all right, it's almost like the reeds are doing this, okay? And if you're playing an F harmonica, it's almost as if the reeds are doing this, okay? So you've just got to kind of play around with the different keys and just see what those reeds are doing, how much you need to put into that that airflow to make that reed manipulate and to change its pitch. All right, so let's get on to my next wee little thing. Hole number 2. If you have ever had problems with hole number 2, all right, if you have problems with hole number 2 now, you need to sort that out. Like that, you should have sorted that out yonks ago. All right, you shouldn't be looking at this now. But hole number 2, okay, should sound like this. But a lot of people play hole number 2 like this. And then they say, oh, my harmonica's knackered. I can't get a good note out of it. What you're doing is bending the note accidentally, okay? So that's how hard it is to bend a note. You don't even know you're doing it, okay? So think back, if you had problems with hole number 2, you were actually bending, okay? You weren't bending brilliantly, but you were bending to a certain extent. So you need to hark back to that, excuse that pun, but think back and think about hole number 2. It was dead easy to kind of manipulate that sound, okay? That's how easy it is to manipulate a bend. Okay, now, here's another wee little thing. I talked about airflow and what it does in the mechanics in the last video. Okay, I think about the air, I don't know whether it does this or not, but I think about the air coming into my body and then doing this. Okay, that's how I visualize it. All right, so I'm sort of thinking about the air coming in, and then I'm drawing the air down to my diaphragm. Okay, now here's a little technique. Don't put this into your playing technique, all right? But this is a little technique just to play around with, okay? If you hold the harp at each end and tilt the harp, that's doing the opposite of what I just showed you, okay? You're adjusting the shape, the angle of the harp, okay, which is adjusting the airflow over that change of the angle, okay? But that's how easy a bend is. There's a terrible technique, so don't go down that road, but it just gives you an idea. All right, now, contexts of bends, okay? Why do we need to learn bends? What's the point of these bends, all right? Well, they're really important if you're going to be playing blues, okay? Because to achieve the blues scale, all right, you need to be able to get the bends, and you need to get the bends accurately, otherwise you can't get to those actual notes. So, you need to know exactly where the hole is bending to, okay? I mentioned that in the last video, all right? Okay, you need to know what holes bend and what pitch they bend to, okay? Just to recap, all right, you've got to know that hole number 3 has the option of going. So when you're thinking about a bend on hole 3, which bend are you trying to get to out of those 3 bends that are available, okay? So what you need to think about is the blues scale, okay, has bends in it on the harp. So you need to be able to hit those bends absolutely perfectly. Now, The second note of the blues scale is a bent note. It's not a bent note where you are going from a natural note to a bent note. It's where you've got to nail that bend note right from the beginning. So you've also got to know with your bends, not how to get there from a natural note by bending down, but you've also got to know how to bend that note straight away and then bend up. Okay? So, not. Okay? So, if you get stuck on the blues scale, I've got a video all about playing the blues scale in different keys, and also think about in your mind's ear, okay, Smoke on the Water. That's the first three notes. So you've got to put it into context, okay? Right, while we're talking about the context of the blues scale, all right, listen to music. Listen to loads of it, and listen to loads of blues, and listen to all the great players. That is how you're going to get good, okay? And in your local area, okay, go and see every band that's got a harp player, all right? Because that is how you're going to get good, is listening and being aware of the context within the music that everybody's playing. Okay, so make sure you listen to so much music. I mean, you think about YouTube and Spotify and whatnot now. It's just endless. It's all there at the touch of a button. Okay, nobody pays for music anymore. You can buy my albums on Bandcamp though. Yeah, why do that? Go on to Bandcamp. I'll put a link. So, but yeah. So you can listen to all this stuff, hear where people are playing, like why they're bending to this note, why is it doing this? That's the stuff that will fire you, all right? You put it into context. And while you're out watching bands and whatnot, if somebody is playing, okay, and they're playing the harp and you're digging it, go and have a chat with them, all right? Let them take a break. Don't talk and shout at them on the stage. But, have a chat with them, because that's how you gain knowledge, by talking to people. I learned this instrument before the internet. All right, so I learned it because I read books on it, and I listened to lots of music, and when I ever saw anybody playing it, I went and had a yarn with them. Okay, so it's a really, really important thing. So another little thing to try as well is, and this is a great thing with YouTube now, is backing tracks. Go on to onto YouTube and get a good backing track to play along to. Now, there's endless supply of backing tracks on YouTube. Now, you're going to need to know what key, all right, backing track you're going to be looking at. Now, if you don't understand harmonica and harmonica keys, all right, well, again, you probably shouldn't be watching this video. You need to know that stuff first. So make sure you got the right key backing track, and choose one that's in a medium tempo. Okay, nothing too fast, but it's great to be able to play along to something. Okay, and that will sort of really invigorate you, and you can actually just, if I was to play just 4-hole bend, okay. Okay, I've got my own backing tracks, but you go onto a backing track in the right key, practice one bend over that. You can play it over the whole chord progression. All right, that'll be great for you. Okay, so keep trying that. All right, I'm going to move on to the last video.